Hi guys, this is Elijah McCready, your local realtor for Pennsylvania's beautiful Lehigh Valley. Here in the Lehigh Valley, we're north of Philadelphia, south of the Pocono Mountains, and about a 2-hour drive from New York City and the Jersey Shore. We just received the annual report on the local housing market from the Greater Lehigh Valley Association of Realtors, and there's some great data and analysis, and this video is to give you a quick highlight of what happened in 2022. Now, I know we see a lot of sensational headlines which try to convince us that it's the best time to buy or it's absolutely the worst time in the history of real estate. I'm a big believer in letting people take a look at the info themselves to make their own best decisions. So, now looking at the report, the beginning of 2022 mirrored a lot of the trends we saw in 2021. So many of the homes were selling at lightning speed with multiple offers, and many of them being cash offers. We saw this particularly because of the shortage of listings and a lot of pent-up demand. However, a few months into the year, the Federal Reserve made some decisions which caused mortgage rates to rise. Affordability went down to its lowest level in decades, and this caused the speed and rise of the housing market to calm down a little bit. So, if we take a look at the supply of homes in the area, what we would call inventory, for listings, at the end of 2022, there were 602 active listings in Lehigh and Northampton Counties, and this is a slight increase where we were at the end of 2021, which was 566 available. When we look at the whole year, new listings decreased by more than 10% to finish the year at almost 9,000 homes. If you look back a few years to 2018, we ended the year with 2.5 months supply of inventory. However, at the end of 2022, that number was reduced to 1 month. That low inventory has an effect on price. Home prices were up compared to last year, with the overall median price of a home increasing to almost 13% to $293,000. That's up from almost $260,000 in 2021, and a big jump from where it was in 2018 at a little less than $200,000. Even with the higher price, because inventory was low, buyers often competed and offered more than the list price. Sellers received on average 102% of their original list price last year. Two other points that I found fascinating were that the foreclosure or short sale properties finished the year at 0.4% of the market. That's only 31 properties for the whole year. And also, the number of homes that sold for $100,000 or less fell below 1.4% of the market. Compared to 2018, that number was at 16%. We'll see what happens in 2023, but economists predict that the housing trends, many of them will continue. Inventory is going to remain tight, price growth is going to be moderate, and we're expected to see greater variability between different real estate markets in different parts of the country. Some areas are going to see price declines, while other more affordable areas, like the Lehigh Valley, remain in high demand and may continue to see price growth. And to be honest, this is all stuff that I'm seeing to be true in my work as a realtor every day, as I'm helping sellers put their properties on the market and working with incredible buyers who are trying to find their next home. If there's any way I can be of service to you in your real estate journey, I'd love to hear from you. Drop me a text, an email, a call. I'll be glad to talk you through your individual situation and to see how we can work together to make a wise decision for you. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Elijah McCready, and I look forward to seeing you next time. See ya!